powerful golf swing is what amateur golfers should be trying to aspire to. Now, I know there are examples out there. Freddie Couples will be the first one that comes to everybody's mind when I create a video about keeping it shorter. Here's an example of one of my online students here, Michael. Now, the problem with Michael is twofold, and this is what happens a lot, and the likelihood is it's happening with yourself. There's an element of overswinging, and the problem is coming into the start of the downswing, the club shaft gets too vertical. Now, when we look at golfers that have a tendency to go more this way in top of the backswing position, then they have the ability to reroute the club back into position and bring the club down onto the plane line. Most amateur golfers don't or can't do this. And this is the conversation, like I say, I was having with my online student. You see, what needs to happen in the start of the downswing is your upper arm needs to move to the side of the body. It also needs to move to the side of the body whilst holding on to external rotation. And the best sensation for this is you want to try and get the feeling that your tricep is hitting the side of your body, as I'm demonstrating like so. Now, if you produce a backswing position where you don't create a huge amount of external rotation, and if you produce a backswing position where your right arm really sort of ducks away from your body a long way, you end up with a sort of Freddie Couple-esque backswing. The problem is there's a lot of work to do in the start of the downswing to get it back into position. So therefore the conversation I was having with Michael was just more the idea of trying to keep the upper arm more connected to the side of the body and producing more external rotation. Now, the worry with this sometimes can be shorter means less powerful. And the way that you're going to overcome this problem, and this is why I really like the Slipknot trainer from Hipstick, because it's just so simple and effective, is you need to make sure that you're always applying what's known as an extensor force. So as I position this underneath my lead shoulder like so, and you can see the way I'm just going to place my lead thumb on the piece of rope so there is maximum tension underneath it. My right palm then sits on top of my lead thumb. The problem with overswinging for most amateurs is that you'll have a tendency for the rope to go slack. So therefore the answer is not just to swing shorter with the slack rope. What you want to do is apply maximum tension underneath the rope. And if you start to do that, which is produce a backswing position, like so, where you've got tension underneath the rope, it won't feel weak and unpowerful anymore. It'll start to feel shorter, more compact, and more powerful. And that's exactly what I've been working on, as you've seen inside today's lesson with Michael. And that's exactly the same thing that you guys should be really working on as well. So this little rope trainer is really good for that feedback, and it encourages you to rotate through to keep the tension inside the rope as well. I'll see you guys again really soon.